Hey guys, how you all doing? Last time we talked about working of the phase contrast microscopy. This time we're gonna talk about advantages, disadvantages, all the images obtained from phase contrast microscopy. So let's get started. Now, before getting into advantages and disadvantages of microscopy, I want a quick recap on working of microscopy. So, all you just get start with me and make sure that you know and you get everything clear in your mind. So, whenever this light source getting illuminated, light rays passes through annular stop which is placed before condenser. Now, only a cone of light hits the specimen. Now, whenever the light are hitting the specimen, they're either passing through the field or the specimen. Now, the light rays passing through the specimen, due to the variations in refractive index, the wavelength of the light is retarded by one fourth, and the light rays passing through the field, they are undeviated because there's no refractive index. Now these light rays which are deviated and undeviated, they pass through the phase plate and there's a phase ring in it. Remember phase ring? Now that phase ring is an optical disc. Okay, so undeviated light rays passes through phase plate and they miss the phase ring. Why? Because they are of deviations. Now, these deviated light rays are actually retarded by one fourth due to the variations in refractive index of the cell. Coming on to the undeviated light rays coming from the field of the specimen, due to their undeviations, since they are not deviated, they directly passes through the phase ring, which is an optical disc. Now that phase ring is an optical disc, so it advances those light rays by one fourth of the wavelength, and the both light rays passes through the objective lens and they finally form an image. Undeviated light rays forms the background, and when these undeviated light rays meets the deviated light rays, they form the dark color images. I hope that's clear now. Now let's get started with the advantages of the microscope. Now we can clearly see unpigmented specimen. Why? Because we are amplifying the variations in refractive index. We are playing with the light optics. We are not touching the specimen. Okay. When we talk about bright field microscopy, there we could see unstained specimen, but it was required to stain them because they were not so visible. But here we can clearly see unpigmented specimen. Why? Because we are changing or we are magnifying, or we can say we are amplifying those refractive indexes, variations that are present in the cell. So it helps in viewing unpigmented specimen. We can view and observe living cells without staining them, because whenever we are staining living cells, they actually get disturbed, their modification, their living, and they might get die because of the staining, because they are acidic and basic, so the pH might not suit the cells and they get dead, they get die. So here we are not there's no use to stain the specimen, to stain the cells, so we can easily observe living cells, the microbial mortality, shape of living cells, and all the bacterial components can be detected, like endospore and inclusion bodies, because of the variations that we are amplifying using the phase ring. Okay. And the disadvantages is just that thick organisms are not clearly defined, because thick organism might not have those clear variations in refractive index. There just might be negligible variation in refractive index in the thick organism, so we are not able to amplify those variations so much so that the images are clearly defined. That's the one drawback. And the other drawbacks are halo effect, shade off effects of the refractive index, which is just making the images unclear. Now we can see the images that are produced by the phase contrast microscopy. I want all of you to look here first. See how clear the linings of the specimen are visible. How clear we can see that the thickness is having this tube. We can make out the edges, we can make out the curves of the specimen, right? If we compare the bright field and phase contrast microscopy images, we can make out the shape, we can make out there's something present in the cell. But what all you can make out in this image? Nothing. It'll be better, it'll be just that you can see that there's something present on the slide, but you cannot make out the shape, size, and everything. So phase contrast microscopy is giving you a higher visibility as compared to bright field. Now, this image is produced by using color filters. Remember? So those color filters are used, and the dark bright image is it's transmitted into green background and white kind of cells and everything. It's all because of color filters, due to which we are getting a beautiful image of diesel photomaculum. And the last image of Pseudomonas, again using color filters. We are using color filters to see the Pseudomonas, and that's how we can make out the shape and the colony characters. Also, if you want to see the internal structure, we can just simply magnify the image and we can see everything of Pseudomonas. But remember, what we are doing? We are doing nothing with the specimen. We are just changing or playing with the light refractive index. I hope that's clear, guys. Your phase contrast microscopy is also done. Now there's some microscope, the fluorescence, confocal, electron, and atomic force microscope that are left. We will be able to cover them if you guys support this video and support the YouTube channel. So till then, bye bye, take care.